Have we finally seen the last of the Harley Sportster Iron 1200? Alrighty everybody, what is going on? Thanks for stopping by to check out another video today as we take a cruise through the city of brotherly love. We're back out on the streets of Philly. We're in South Philly on Washington Ave right now. It's a cool, crisp, sunny fall afternoon. And so, of course, we had to get out on the Sportster today. Like I said, on Washington Ave. We're going to head up out of South Philly here in a minute. And we're going to get onto Christian Street. And then we're going to take Christian all the way across the city. We're going to start east. We're going to head west on Christian. Christian is a really nice street that takes you through a lot of different neighborhoods of the city. Like I said, it goes all the way from east to west across the city, across over Broad Street. Different neighborhoods like Queen Village, Bella Vista. You get into like Rittenhouse a little bit. Some really cool different little neighborhoods. So we are going to head up 3rd Street right here. We're going to make a left on Christian in just a minute. And just like that, we popped on to Christian. So as we head west through the city here, you're going to see a lot of cool stuff, cool little neighborhoods. But the main point of this ride and this conversation today is it's that time of year when we start to reach fall, October, November. We start to get some leaks, some rumors of Harley models, whatever's coming up for the next year. So Harley used to release all those new models for the upcoming year in fall of the previous year. Like normally they would have started releasing the 22 type information and bikes now in the fall, September 21, but everybody knows last year they changed that and they started doing it in kind of the late winter, early spring in February. So they released last year, well this year they released the 21s in February. They'll be doing it again, 22s in February of 22 and so on. So like I said, this is the time of the year where all the rumors start swirling. We start getting some of those projections of what models are coming and going, what new stuff's coming, new paint, new options, new features. All that type of stuff starts swirling. I don't know if it's true or leaks or whatever you get. I know one of the big ones now that everybody's talking about is the potential of a Lowrider S touring model with bags and a fairing on it. Hey, and if that's true, that's awesome. Seems a little preliminary in my opinion, but I mean, if there's some good sources out there, it seems like it could be true. Seems like there's some leaked pictures coming out of what that could look like, and if that's true, that's awesome. I would love to see it. Maybe even potentially consider it. But the one rumor that is starting to hit me a little close to home, obviously, is talk of the Sportsters. So what could be changing with the Sportsters? There's some rumors going on. Obviously, the big thing with the Sportsters everybody's talking about is the Sportster S that was just released. You're starting to see those hit the dealers, hit the showroom floors and everything. I have not had a chance to test ride one yet, but I would love to. I did sit on it. I already had a deposit on it. It was pretty much already sold. They let me sit on it, and just sitting on it, it was pretty impressive. So we know the Sportster S, we already got that out. There's a lot of rumors coming out about different models or platforms coming off of that potentially. I don't know if we're going to see that in 22. I would like to see it in 22. But some of those new Sportster models in the Revolution Max engine, in that frame, in that platform, might be a little farther off. I have no idea. We'll see what they have up their sleeve. Let me know what you guys think in the comments of when some of those new models are going to come out with the Revolution Max in it. I know there's a lot of rumors of like the 975 possibly coming out. A lot of rumors about the Bronx too. We know that was shelved for a little bit. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Let me get back to my point. Like I said at the intro of this video, have we seen the last of the Iron 1200 Sportster? Air-cooled Evolution 1200cc Iron 1200. Like I said, this is the time of year where everybody starts to like talking, starts getting those rumors flying. And the rumor that has gone out there so far, I've seen it from a couple different places. I don't know what their sources was. I know Marvel Kid put out a video talking about the Iron 1200 was going to be going away for 22. And I've seen that a couple other places too. I haven't seen anything officially confirmed. Mostly speculation and rumors at this point. Maybe they have some good sources. I don't know. It's possible. I haven't heard that officially from anything or anywhere yet, but that's the rumor that's starting to float around now, is that the Iron 1200 is going away. And so what would that leave us with? That would leave us with the Iron 883 and the 48. And so let's kind of analyze that and break that down a little bit. If that is true, that's leaving 2 Sportster models. that would be it. And we know from years ago, I mean, there almost used to be like 6 or 7 different Sportster models. So could we be down to 2 Sportster models of the Iron 883 and the 48? Like I said, it seems like early speculation right now, but it also seems like it could be pretty true, to be honest with you. So obviously, like I said, we've got the Sportster S coming out, potential new models off of that platform. And we know that the Evolution Sportsters have already been gone in the European market due to emissions. And the thought has been that that is going to kind of follow suit here in the States. So could this be the dwindling of those models? And is it the right move? Is it the right one to get rid of if it is true? Now, my opinion and my take on that is, I think the Iron 883 is very classic and iconic. I think you keep that, but you still need the 1200 option for this year coming up as well. And so when you choose to keep the 1200 model, you're picking the 48. So, okay, why would that be? I'm assuming that it's got to sell better than the Iron 1200. That's the only thing I can think of. But I think it's a bad move. I do like the 48. You know, like we say, if this is true, I mean, the 48 has that 2.1 gallon gas tank. I do believe that the Iron 1200 is the better option and the better bike, specifically because of the all blacked out look and the 3.3 gallon tank. So now you're thinking, if you want to buy a brand new 1200 Sportster next year, your only option is going to be a 48, which, don't get me wrong, I like them. They look awesome. I love the look of it, love the tires, etc., all that stuff. But your only option for a 1200cc Evolution motor is going to be with a 2.1 gallon gas tank. I don't think that's a good move. I think the Iron 1200, one of the main reasons I liked it and wanted to go with it was this 3.3 gallon gas tank. When you think of the differences there, a 2 gallon gas tank, you're getting maybe 80 to 90 miles on that thing. You add another gallon in there, you're getting a much more functional option to get up over to like 130 miles to get to a tank. Is this a one-way road? I don't even know if I can go down this way. Seems like a two-way street. That's a cool building. But anyways, yes, is this the end of the road for the Iron 1200? I'm not exactly sure. I don't know. I'll be disappointed if it is, to be honest with you. It's a great bike. I've loved it so far. Some of those reasons, like I said, that I chose it was kind of the all blacked out look. You get the bigger engine over the 883, and you get the bigger tank. You get 3.3 gallons of gas. That's going to get you much more range than the 2.1. But obviously, somebody at Harley, if this is true, I mean, they obviously are the experts. They know more about their sales than I do. But yeah, I'm assuming the 48 must be the better seller than the Iron 1200. And I think long term, what we know is it seems like the air-cooled Evolution engine is going away completely at some point. So this could be a phasing out of these engines. You know, you've seen Harley gradually just keep dwindling and dwindling these models down. So we're actually on Bainbridge now. We're over in kind of the grad hospital section of Philly. This is a really nice neighborhood as well. Took that ride down Christian. But yeah, anyways, we know that these engines are getting phased out. Are they going to get redone or retuned, remodeled in the future to meet some of these ever-changing emission standards? Maybe. But it seems like the trend is really going to be geared towards the Revolution Max with the 1250 or 975 coming out. But again, that could all be speculation right now at this point, not 100% sure. So if it's me and I'm looking to buy a new air-cooled Sportster next year coming up in 22, and I can only get a 1200cc engine and a 48, I mean, that's a little disappointing to me. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I love the 883, but I mean, I think the 1200, just go with the 1200. You want the more power, it's better performing, it's a little bit better performing, it's going to get you more, just got a little more horsepower, a little more torque in this thing. It's going to get you a little bit more. But if you like the looks of the 883, then you're going to settle for a little bit smaller engine. So yeah, I'm going to be very curious to see how this plays out. If we get down to only 2 Sportster models next year, the 883 or the 48, honestly, I mean, some of the complaints that I hear about the Iron 1200 sometimes is the handlebars, which I disagree with, I like. And then the retro styling, I can see that as well. I was never actually in love with this paint job. I like it. It was not going to hold me back from getting the bike, Could it be something a little different? Yeah, maybe like a flat denim or whatever, but honestly, most of the time, people don't like the Iron 1200 because of the bars and the retro styling paint, which I get. But honestly, I mean, the 1200 engine is just a much better option than the 883, in my opinion. I would go 1200 all day, every day. And now it's potentially that you may only have that in a 2.1 gallon gas tank, which is a little disappointing if true. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with any new models coming out. Are we going to see more Revolution Max? Are we going to see a new Lowrider S touring option? Maybe even with a bigger engine, some bags. Maybe the Iron 1200 stays. Like I said, it's hard to tell at this point. I would be very surprised to see it go, if I'm being honest. I know we've got some of those rumors swirling right now that it is going away. Like I said, it seems like all speculation at this point. I'd like to see some better sources for it, but if anybody knows, drop it down there in the comments. If anybody has some of that insider info of what's coming up with the Sportster models, is it just going to be 2? Drop it down there in the comments and let me know. Sportster S, Iron 883, 48, we shall see in a little bit. I know we're going to start to have more leaks and stuff coming up soon, I'm sure. I'm sure we'll start to get more confirmation as that stuff happens, but let me know your thoughts. Let me know what some of your predictions are for the Sportster lineup. And if you have any insider info on any of this stuff coming up, drop it down there. Let me know. Be curious to see what everybody's thoughts are. So I think that is going to wrap it up for now. Is the Iron 1200 gone? I don't know. We shall see. Drop your thoughts in the comments. That's going to wrap up this ride. We just traversed west on Christian. We took Bainbridge east back. Now you can see we are headed up the historic Broad Street with City Hall in front of us to wrap up this ride and this conversation about the Iron 1200 going or staying. So as always, if you like riding around Philly, talking motorcycles, exploring this beautiful city that you see in front of me, meeting up, going for rides, all that good stuff, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. It's going to wrap it up for now. We're going to take this loop around City Hall. We'll catch you on the next one. It's the Moto Jawn. We'll see you all on down the road. Peace.